Marriage Story was an amazing movie. From start to finish, Noah Baumbach's script intertwines beautifully with the character-driven camera work and editing. The story beats hit so hard and the performances are incredible. It was a weird artistic choice to make everything all blurry at this one scene. Oh shit, that was just my tears. I cried twice in the movie. Once when Charlie reads the letter to himself, and once when I realized Adam is going to lose to a fucking clown. It slapped, is what I'm trying to say. But what made me want to watch the movie? Was it all of these film people on Twitter constantly screaming at the edge of a mountain about how amazing it was? No. Was it Adam Driver, Ben Swallow, and Shy Boy Supreme himself, or Scarlett Johansson, the Blonde Avenger? Also no. For my nerdy lame ass, it was hearing that songs from the musical Company were in the movie, and from there I was hooked. The scene in which Charlie sings Being Alive is maybe the most quintessential crush of the film. Everything in the story so far has been leading to this moment, and Baumbach has stated that he needed everything previous to work so that this song's involvement felt justified. Now what's fantastic about this movie is that it has made so many people aware of this song's existence, and I'm going to give you just a little bit of context to the song and why it fits so well into Marriage Story and its narratives and themes. Being Alive comes from a Broadway musical called Company. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, whoa, hey there, a musical? But trust me, this one is really, really good. Just give me 1 minute to explain it all. Then I'll get to Marriage Story, alright? Okay, Company is written by the absolute legend Stephen Sondheim about a bachelor named Bobby celebrating his 35th birthday surrounded by his married friends. The musical debuted in 1970 and was very unique as it had a story but no plot. This is nowadays referred to as a concept musical or just a normal film script. In fact, Adam Driver and Noah Baumbach just talked about adapting Company into a movie.
Yeah, at one point we thought about doing a movie of Company because if you know the musical, it seems like maybe it lends itself to a film. It's kind of abstract.
The show deals with the ideas of being lonely, what it means to be married to someone, loyalty, and everything in between. Despite being written in 1970, the musical feels so modern and relevant to our everyday lives, and I guess that's because love and lack thereof is a universal topic. The song Being Alive comes from the finale of the show. Tired of the constant literal vocal pressure of his friends, Bobby asks the question,
"What do you get?
What is the point of marriage?" The song then begins.
Someone to hold you too close. Someone to hurt you too deep.
Bobby defensively argues the negative, like how someone holding him or sitting in his chair is a bad thing, but obviously he is just scared of being hurt. Now the amazing thing about this song is how his friends chip in.
You've got so many reasons for not being with someone, but Robert, you haven't got one good reason for being alone.
Because that's what the show is about, a lonely man surrounded by his friends, and his friends give him the chance to relook his situation. In the second part of the song,
Someone to crowd you with love. Someone to force you to care.
Bobby is now turned to the idea of letting someone in, now singing with more romanticized lyrics. He has made the connection that opening up will let him be alive.
Of being alive.
And then he sings the title. The third part of the song is so incredible. It turns from the defensive
Someone to hold you too close.
to Robert asking,
Somebody hold me too close.
Bobby now wants this. He wants to be alive, and the most incredible key change comes when he asks somebody to make him alive, and by extension to Bobby has come full circle. From being defensive and wanting nothing to do with love, to now screaming about how he wants to experience. Okay, so that's enough musical talk. Now how about Charlie from Marriage Story? Now at this point, the divorce has gone through and Charlie is back in New York and hanging out and grieving with his theatre friends when
Someone to hold you too close.
Charlie innocently begins singing the song as just a harmless karaoke, making light of the ensemble characters etc. etc. In the second verse, for a second you can see him begin to drop the facade of an actor, but it's not until he goes back to sit down and he gets back up that Charlie is no longer acting.
Blow out the candles, Robert, and make a wish. Want something. Want something.
Right here you can see Charlie dropping his defenses. From here on out it's no longer Bobby singing, but Charlie, after the horrendous torment of this divorce process. When he says,
Somebody hold me too close.
It's not a plea for anybody to make him alive like Bobby asked, but now it's a plea by someone who knew what that was like, asking for that feeling again which has since burnt out to come back. When Charlie sings the list of things he wants, it's almost like he is making a checklist of the things that Nicole once did for him at one point. By the key change, this becomes a full reflective moment that clicks into place when he says,
But alone is alone, not alone.
This final section now is a plea, but instead of having this triumphant tone of opening up to accept a harsh new world like Bobby, it's a depressing reminder of what he once had and what he misses. All of this unravels when Charlie finishes.
Being alive.
It says it all. The beauty of this scene is how Baumbach recontextualizes this already complex song to the complex narrative of his own movie, giving it meaning not found originally. It is honest genius, and Adam's Driver's performance is just phenomenal. Now, if you let me just touch really quickly on another scene in the movie. Right before this one, Nicole and her entourage sing another song from Company, You Could Drive a Person Crazy. In the original, it's three of Bobby's kinda girlfriends, and it's a fun song about how Bobby, from their perspective, is crazy. In Marriage Story, while not sung about Charlie directly, the song is used to highlight how fun and happy Nicole's life compared to Charlie's is, and to accentuate the divorce by the line, Bobby is my hobby and I'm giving it up. Putting these two side by side, it's just clear to see how both the characters have ended up post-divorce. If you liked any of the music I talked about, please check out Company and by extension Stephen Sondheim. The best version of Being Alive is probably Raul Esparza, but there's a Neil Patrick Harris rendition, the Barbra Streisand one, and even a new female version which is in New York this year, so if you're in New York, go catch that. Stephen Sondheim, in my opinion, is the king of musical theatre, and you should definitely check out Sweeney Todd. The Tim Burton movie is actually pretty good. Did I let you know something interesting about Marriage Story or Company? Or have I got my analysis all wrong? Let me know in the comments how I'm a hackless fraud and I exude big virgin energy. But honestly, I love the comments. It's my favorite part about making videos. Oh, announcement. I have finished school, so if there's any interest in more videos by me, I'll make them. I've got an idea for a video about Twilight Princess and its world building and the speedrunning community around it. And also, I want to try and make some more things about movies I've been watching, like what I watched in January, that sort of thing. Let me know what you guys think.
Catch ya!